Welcome to the Mujiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. Welcome back to our exploration of Shanks, the enigmatic figure in One Piece. Shanks has kept fans intrigued, from his pivotal role in motivating Luffy to his mysterious decisions like not eating Gomu Gomu no Mi. Join us as we delve into Shanks' true role in the world of One Piece, his connections to Roger, and what his actions might mean for the final saga. Shanks is an essential character in One Piece. First appearing in the Romance Dawn arc, Shanks may have played a pivotal role in the story by motivating the main character to embark on a sea voyage in search of the One Piece. Shanks is Luffy's hero, so he is very important to Luffy. He is without a doubt one of the most important figures in One Piece, and fans will only grow to love him more as the final saga goes on. Part of the reason is that many things about him are still a secret, even though a lot of people already like him. One of the biggest mysteries about the character so far is his strange side. However, Shanks never consumed the Gomu Gomu no Mi, despite the legend that mastering this devil fruit could elevate its possessor to the pinnacle of humanity. Shanks is Roger's successor. Shanks was touted as the next Roger by many. Shanks was always going to be a very important figure. From the start, it was clear that Shanks would become the most powerful person in the world of One Piece. This was mostly because he came from a lineage of celestial dragons. Most likely, Shanks is the child of St. Garling Figurland and comes from a royal line. It turned out that St. Garling took part in the native hunting games while he was in God Valley. Finally, the Roger pirates were the ones who found Shanks. Roger chose to train him as his own pupil. At one point in the story, Buggy himself said that Shanks was meant to become the next pirate king. At one point, Shanks himself chose to look for the One Piece. The story illustrated this point when Shanks and Buggy failed to reach the final island, Laugh Tale. Shanks wanted Buggy to come with him on his ship to the last island. But Shanks' part in the story changed as the series went on. Shanks was Roger's replacement, but he was no longer going to be the pirate who would claim the One Piece. On the day of Roger's execution, Shanks decided not to pursue the One Piece, at least not at that moment. Shanks chose to become a pirate instead of doing what everyone else thought he should do, even though Buggy called him Roger's favorite son. This was very strange, and it seemed like Roger and Shanks did something that made him change his mind. Why Shanks never ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi? Shanks has the role of a protector in One Piece. At one point in the story, it was clear that Shanks wanted to claim the One Piece. As Shanks said, he is actually still in the race for the One Piece. But Roger chose to go in a very strange direction right after he was put to death. Shanks eventually became a pirate and raced ships. He developed a strong reputation and even competed with Mihawk. In the end, Shanks became a seasoned pirate, and when he was back in the East Blue, he chose to attack a government ship. The CP9 watched over the ship, and the Gomu Gomu no Mi was safe on it. Because Shanks knew this, he had to have known that this fruit had the power of Nika, the sun god, previously. At the time, Who's Who and maybe even other CP9 members were watching over this fruit. Shanks swiftly acquired the Gomu Gomu no Mi, bestowing upon him one of the most remarkable abilities in the narrative. What a shame he didn't eat this wonderful devil fruit. If he had eaten it, he could have become the strongest person in the history of the One Piece world. Fans already know how strong Shanks is at this point in the game, and he managed to get that strong without using any devil fruit powers. Plus, if Shanks had a devil fruit, he would have been able to take over the whole world. There's a very easy reason why Shanks never chose to do that. Shanks was aware of Nika, the sun god, and understood that he was not destined to be Nika. Of course, Roger knew he wasn't the next Joy Boy and had come too early to be the next one. Like Roger, Shanks knew that the next Joy Boy would be born more than 20 years after Roger was looking for the One Piece. Sea Kings on Fishman Island and Roger both knew this. Roger chose to have a boy because he wanted his child to uphold the centuries-old promise. Ace did not become the Pirate King in the end, but Roger was definitely making plans for it. In the meantime, Kazuki Oden, the Shogun of Wano, was also getting ready for Joy Boy to come 20 years from now. He knew that 20 years after he was put to death, Joy Boy would come back to life in Wano on Fire Festival night. Shanks' true role in One Piece. Shanks will involve himself greatly in the final saga. It's clear that some people in One Piece already knew that the Straw Hat Pirates, or more specifically, Joy Boy, would show up 20 years after Oden died. Roger and almost all of the other Roger pirates knew they were way too early. At the same time that Odin was getting ready to open up Wano for Nika, Shanks knew that even though he was being talked about as Roger's replacement, he wasn't the right person to do the job. That person would later be born and awaken to the powers of the Gomu Gomu no Mi. As a result, Shanks' role was quite unique. He wanted to get this devil fruit and keep it safe for the next person it was meant for. It was clear that Roger wanted this fruit to get to his son because he wanted his son to find the One Piece next. It's possible that Shanks wanted to give this devil fruit to Ace or the child he thought Roger had. Because of this, he probably didn't eat the food himself and saved it for someone else. Shanks knew that the next Joy Boy would have this power, not him. That's why Shanks responded to Luffy's Gear 5 reward poster in a very specific way, almost like he was waiting for it. Shanks didn't decide to go after the One Piece until he saw Nika, which shows that this was exactly what he was waiting for. Summary and highlights. Shanks is an important character in One Piece, as is Luffy's idol. Shanks held the Gomu Gomu no Mi, but he never ate it. Shanks looks out for the fruit for the next Joy Boy and acts as a guardian. And there you have it, folks, the untold story of Shanks, a character whose actions speak volumes about his intentions. As we anticipate the final saga of One Piece, one thing is clear: Shanks' protector role and his ties to the next Joy Boy will undoubtedly play a significant part in the epic conclusion of this legendary tale. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into your favorite anime and manga worlds. Thank you very much for visiting the Mujiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat. And people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Gol D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Gol D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.